Hi kids, how are you? It's Mrs. Fravel. I'm fine, thanks. Hey, I just wanted to quickly run you through how to build your Prezi project for the Kingdom Animalia. This is going to be a project that takes the rest of the school year. We're going to start next week when we start talking about phylum Porifera, and with each phylum of animals that we learn about through the year, excuse me, you will add to your Prezi map. So you are going to be working in one Prezi, okay? And you're going to add to it until we get a whole big, beautiful map of the entire diversity and evolutionary lineage of the animal kingdom. Doesn't that sound awesome? I think it's awesome. So I'm going to show you how to get started for this week, okay? In your first Prezi assignment, you're going to be just building the first section, which is the characteristics of the kingdom Animalia, what all animals have, or what an organism has to have to be considered an animal. We talked about this like the first week of school. So this should be the easy part. Okay. So with Prezi, a couple of things. Number one, it does not love to run on Chromebooks. It runs a little jerky, a little slow. It's not optimized for Chromebooks. So if you have a different device you can use to do your Prezi, that might be easier. But once we're back in school and working in the building, you might just have to be patient with it. And I know that that's never easy, right? To be patient and wait for things, but you'll be fine. Okay, so this week you should create a Prezi account if you don't already have one. If you don't have one, you can use your school email address, your CSD Docs address. You can try. That CSD Docs doesn't always allow external emails to come to you, so you might not be able to confirm your Prezi account. So you could use a personal email account if you have one, okay? Just get the basic free account. You don't need to pay for a Prezi account at all. It's a basic free account, okay? So what you're going to do then, once you have your Prezi account, is you are going to create a new Prezi. And you can choose a template or you can start from scratch. The templates are nice because they already have the topic bubbles built in, but you will have to edit them and sometimes you'll have to remove stuff and replace words. So it might just be easier to use a general plain one, and then you can add in colors, you can add in shapes, or like I said, you can choose one of their pre-built templates. You just have to make sure that you are getting rid of any extraneous stuff that template has that I don't want on your assignment, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to demo how to do it from a blank presentation template. Pardon my throat. So you'll choose it. Yeah, that looks good. I'll use this template. The first thing I want you to do this week is I want you to get your title set and your first topic. Okay, so the nice thing about Prezi is that it's a layered presentation. Okay, so from the overview board, which is what I should see when I go to your Prezi, when you turn them in. When you're editing in your presentation board, you can edit in two different ways. Over to the left, this is your slide deck where all of your topics, which are the bubbles that you can see from the overview, those are called topics. And so you can work in each topic as you go down your slide deck, or you can work in them directly from this overview panel, okay? And every element in Prezi is manipulatable. You can manipulate it. It's movable. They're all movable. All of the text boxes, you can move them around. Pictures, you can move them around. Or you can grab the entire topic and move everything in the topic around, okay? You'll want to make sure that you get your map well organized so that it is in an order that makes sense. And I will show you a couple of examples so that you know what I'm talking about. But I don't want to just have scatter shots of random bubbles that I can see from here. Your map needs to look clean, and I'll help you. Don't panic just yet. Okay. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is I want you to title it. This is your title. Kingdom Animalia, which of course you know because you read the instructions on the Canvas page, right? So your title is Kingdom Animalia. Subtitle, I need your full name, first and last. Hi, my name is Vanessa Fravel. Nice to meet you. And then I want your class period, so you'll be period 5, 6, or 7. Okay, done. Simple. Okay, now we need to work on your first topic. Okay, and again, you can work directly on the overview or you can work in the deck. From the overview, the first thing you need to do is you need to give it an overview title for each topic. So you want to click where it says double click to edit. Just click it so that that text box is outlined, and then you're going to type kingdom. My fingers are working faster than my brain. It's usually my mouth that does that. Kingdom characteristics. Okay. And if a word gets cut off, you are going to stretch that box so that it all looks nice. There will be points for neatness. Okay, so I've made it an overview title. That just means that this title can be seen when you're out, zoomed all the way out. Okay, now I'm going to work within that topic. So what I'm going to do is come over to here. I'm going to click into that topic and it's going to zoom in. Now, if you are using a template, sometimes it will provide you with things that you can then replace or get rid of. I am for now going to get rid of all of these things. This first topic, the Kingdom Animalia characteristics, it does not have any subtopics in it. The other topics will. Once we start talking about the phyla, they will have subtopics because it's going to be the classes, and I'll show you in just a sec what that means and how to do that. For the characteristics in your first topic, you are just going to type in the characteristics of the we'll do this, characteristics of animals. How about that? That looks good. Right? So animals, and this, here's the other fun thing about Prezi, there's no copy paste. You get to type all of the characteristics and all of the information that I'm going to want you to have on everything. And also with photos, you can't just copy paste photos, you have to save them and insert them, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So the characteristics of animals, which I totally know, you guys, my brain goes in 10 million directions, so sometimes I have to look at notes to remember when I'm typing them. So animals are all multicellular, and they are eukaryotic, and they are also heterotrophic, and they reproduce sexually. They are motile for at least part of their life cycle. And they have a quick response to stimuli compared to fungi and plants anyway. Okay, so I am a huge fan of bullet points, so I would like you to bullet point your characteristics lists. And then, yeah, that looks good, except I think this title is kind of small. Titles should be bigger than the body, so I'm gonna highlight that text and I'm going to boom it up. Boom, boom, one more, boom, okay. And I'm gonna move it so that it looks nice. Oops. I just right-clicked, that's fine. Okay, to get back in, you just double-click on it. Oh, look, it erased my, oh, I erased a thing. Oh, how am I gonna fix that? Oh, I know, I'm going to insert text. There we go. Characteristics of animals. It's the wrong color. I like things to be consistent. So first I'm going to move it back up here. I'm going to lengthen this. I'm going to change the color. And I'm gonna make it larger. Boom, boom. One more time. Good. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Okay. So that is all you need to do for your first assignment, except for one more thing. I would like you on this one to put in a picture. You can choose your favorite animal. You can choose more than one animal, but you can choose you can choose your created animal that you did for your second unit test. I would like a nice picture of an animal. Okay, and so how you're going to put pictures in is you're going to insert image, and again you have to choose an image that you have saved to your computer. There's no copy paste. So I'm going to upload an image from my computer. Let's go with this one because it has a lot of animals on it. Boom. There you go. Easy, right? Yeah, you bet. Okay, so there's my first topic done, and then I'm going to click back out to overview. Oh, isn't that pretty? Except I think I'm going to want to have more room around this to build. And like I said, when you build, it needs to look nice from the zoomed out screen. So you can have them in a circle around the kingdom characteristics. You can have your phyla in a path, but again, all I should see are the phyla. That's all. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a sec. So this was your first assignment. This was your first topic. Now, next week when we start learning about phylum Porifera, you're going to need to build the second assignment. So you're going to come back to this first, same map, okay? And you're going to come up to your deck. You're going to add a topic. Boom. Now you should make this one slightly smaller than the kingdom characteristics, okay? So now I'm going to work in my second topic, and this one, and that little line, if you saw it, it shows you the order. Hold on one sec. So this one from the overview should be phylum Porifera. This is so that Mrs. Fravel, when she's grading 90 of these submissions every week, I can just click on yours and click right into the phylum that I am grading that week. So I need to see right where it is. If I can't find it, if I have to hunt through your whole thing to find the phylum, I'm going to take off points. Okay? So phylum Porifera is the first phylum that we'll be working with next week. So I've added its topic. Now I'm going to build that one. So again, you can click zoom in, or you can double click the deck to work in it. So on zoom in, okay, I'm going to put in characteristics of all sponges. Let's move that. Okay, and then I would list them there, right? You'll know them. I will teach you them next week. There are 3 classes of sponges, 3 classes within the phylum Porifera. And please, if you don't understand what that means, what I just said, please reach out to me and let me know. We talked about taxonomy and classification for the first couple of weeks of class, so you should understand taxonomic structure and that within each phylum there are several classes. So all sponges have certain characteristics, right? But then there are different types of sponges that have additional characteristics. So that's what the classes are. And here's how you're going to build that. So you'll come up to your deck that you're looking at right now is just the deck for this topic. So I'm going to add a subtopic bubble. Okay. And this is going to be how you build the classes. So the first class of sponges is class Hexactinellida. Ooh, that's a long word. It's a long word that I have to slow down when I say because I'm going to stumble over it. It's a hard one. Hexactinellida. Those are sponges that have specific characteristics and body styles. So you would then zoom in to build that. You'll put the characteristics of it. You'll put again, Hexactin Alida, and you'll put in their characteristics, what makes them different from other sponges, essentially, right? Okay, and then here's one more thing that you will need to do for, and this is in the description. So for each class, what I would like you to do is you're going to find an example species, and you're going to give me its common name, its scientific name, its habitat, its range, and its conservation status. So you'll be doing research and finding them, and you guys know me, you know the weird ones are my favorite. So if you find weirdos, it's even better, right? So you will need to then research, and you'll be finding these as we do. As we are learning about each phylum, we will be going through and I will show you examples of them. So you will need to find a species. These are glass sponges, and they're gorgeous. I've got one in my reef tank at home. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wow, look at that one. That's so weird. You guys, animals are just cool. Okay. So I'm going to go for Venus's flower basket because they really are pretty. And remember, Wikipedia is good on its animal stuff. It really is in terms of the scientific names and what we're looking for. Okay, so you can click into it. Here's its scientific name. That's going to be a fun one to type, right? So when you're back on your Prezi, you're going to give me oops, let's back up a bit. Not that far. Just gonna back out. Oh, don't back out that far. It keeps backing out too far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you can do another subtopic within this subtopic. Boom. And you can do species. And then zoom in. Again, this is a layered. You can zoom in, and then I'm going to do the Venus flower basket, and I believe Venus is possessive, so I'm going to put an apostrophe there. You all know apostrophes are not for plural, they're for possession. You're welcome, extra English lesson. Okay, and then here I would put in its scientific name. I'm going to put in its habitat, and these are the things that you will research. I'm not going to research it right now for time's sake, and its conservation status. And I'm going to teach you about conservation status Thursday. After this video, the next lesson will be on conservation status for animals. So you will find those things, and then that's it. Okay? Okay, great. Done. So then I'm going to go back to the overview, so you can click out a layer at a time. Okay, so here's the beginnings of my map. And then for the next phylum, I would just keep adding topics until it looks like this. Oops. It looks like this. It's Friday, folks. I'm doing fine. So this is my demo. This is what your map will look like at the end of the year, okay? You will be building it one topic at a time, one phylum at a time with each class in each phylum. But from the overview, this is all I should see. Kingdom Animalia characteristics, and then you'll have phylum Porifera, phylum Cnidaria, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, and then phylum Chordata is a big one, and it's going to have 3 subphyla. Woohoo! And then the subphylum Vertebrata, and we'll talk about all of these classes. We'll start with Osteichthyes, Chondrichthyes, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and class Mammalia. Man, does that sound awesome? How much are you guys just so excited for this? I'm excited for this. Okay. Any questions? Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. If you need anything from me, if you are not understanding what this is going to look like, please reach out to me. But for your assignment for today, just get started on building this part. I want your title, I want your name and period, I want Kingdom Animalia, and when I click in, I should see this, okay? Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you for your attention. I will stop talking now. After I say this, be good, be careful, be safe, and wear your masks so that we can come back to school. Okay.